Hey Chris, I wanted to take a minute and tell you what I was tell you what I was telling you about over the phone about the swing plane at the top of the swing, and I've got it set to where um, I've got the original shaft line here matched in the bottom line, the red box, the red rectangle, it went through my shoulder. And what we're really trying to do here as the club comes away is to make sure that we get it set so that in the backswing, the golf club, still does the same thing in the first 3 feet. And then when it starts to hit the shoulder up here, we want to make sure that we keep the shaft parallel to that line all the way to the top of the swing. We don't want to cross it. And you can see in here that it doesn't cross the line. I could actually be a little bit more parallel, but that's the thing I'm trying to get you to see here, is we don't want this golf club to cross that line at the top. It should stay right parallel with it. That way, when it comes down, it will be the exact same angle it was when you started. So it'll return right back to where it was. That's what's important. Otherwise, it comes in, higher up, like we talked about. It comes in more upright. So that's really the key, is to get this golf club at the top of the swing here to stay parallel to that line. It doesn't move with the club head moving towards, in this case, would be moving toward your head or down the line. It would then cross the forearm plane, and when it crosses it, however much it crosses it up there, it becomes that much more upright down at the bottom. So we want it to be able to return right back in there. And now as it goes around the other side, you can see again, it just comes up parallel. So it's really that key start, getting the club to move away, and then right in here, it just comes up without any hinging, nothing moving with the wrist, and it just stays parallel to that line. So that's really what we're trying to accomplish in there. And I think if I can split this up, I can probably pull in another checkpoint just to give you one that's right at the top. And I'll move these over a bit so you can see it. I'm just going to move this over. I have the same triangle built, but this is only a backswing only. Sorry about having to do all this but anyway, this will get us to be able to see the video more clear, and get both of them so they're out in the center. So you can see this one at the top on the left for me is pretty close. And then if we just take this sample one here, this one is just one where I just did a backswing only. This is what we're looking for right there. You can see that rascal is just right parallel to the line. I've gone a little bit further as a demonstration, but you can see right up in here, when it reaches the same position as this one, you can see where the shaft is. And maybe a little bit more. I think both of them are the same there. See, the shaft just doesn't cross the line. You keep it in that spot there, boy, when it returns, it'll return right back to the same position it was. It'll just go right back to the impact point. If we start this over here, there's a start, and if we just let it come back down, I'm just letting my arms drop back down, and you see where they're going to go back to. Much easier to get back to that point. So again, that's really what we're looking to do as far as getting this golf club set at the top. Again, as it comes away, it's still going to do the same thing in the first 3 feet, but when it gets in here, it just stays with the left arm and doesn't cross anything. So now the shaft is still at the same angle it was between my forearms at address at the top. So it's much easier to get that club then to come right back where it was at the bottom, and it can return into that spot and then go back around the other side. All right, hope that makes sense. That'll keep you from getting that shaft a little bit more vertical. I'll compare these to your other one. I wasn't able to pull it into this program yet, but as soon as I can pull the last one in, I'll compare the two and show you, and then we'll go from there. All right, sounds good. Keep it up.